Literary merit is a high quality of writing attributed to works of literature. So this can be either the high quality of writing found in drama, prose, or poetry. In order for a novel to have literary merit, it must complete the following requirements. It must have a complex plot, a variation of unique characters, and a theme that will stand the test of time. A novel will have literary merit if its plot is complex and its storyline is engaging, and that the novel has a good balance of archetypal hero's journey as well as dramatic irony to engage the readers and intrigue the audience. In Heart of Darkness, author Joseph Conrad depicts main character Marlowe's actual and metaphysical journey as he travels into the Heart of Darkness, the center of the island. Conrad sets up the novel as if the readers are actually traveling alongside Marlowe. Each location is complex and hints at the underlying message of the book, that humans are susceptible to inherent darkness, and that evilness is just a common aspect found within each person, and it's exploited by the environment. So for instance, as Marlowe traveled into the island, he learned more and more about each kind of different groups of people that he met, like Kurtz and the natives, and how darkness was exposed in each of them. The second criteria for a book to have literary merit is that it has a variation of unique characters. So this is when the author combines static characters that remain the same throughout a book, with dynamic characters that change and undergo something interesting throughout the novel. For instance, in Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, Miss Fairfax, the intentionally denoted static character has a backstory and hints at Mr. Rochester's backstory. So originally, Miss Fairfax is perceived as a kind of just simple housekeeper for Mr. Rochester's manor. However, she informs Jane, the main character, very dynamic character, that Mr. Rochester has a past, as she warns Jane not to marry Mr. Rochester because of his past relationships by marrying Miss Mason and all of that drama. So a character that you think is simple actually has a big impact on the story. The last criteria for if a novel has literary merit is if its theme can stand the test of time. The central message in the book is referred to as the theme. And for instance, the novel brings attention to a specific issue, or if it brings attention to a problem occurring within the novel or the time before the novel that can carry over to another problem. In To Kill a Mockingbird, author Harper Lee writes her novel based on and calls attention to the social tensions and the social discrimination and racism in her time through the descriptions of the treatment of Tom Robinson. Tom Robinson was wrongly accused for a rape crime against Mayella Ewell. The treatment of Tom Robinson as he was beaten and inevitably killed exemplifies the hatred and the racism experienced within Harper Lee's time. And although racism and social discrimination aren't as prevalent in our life today, there are other ways that similar hatred experienced in To Kill a Mockingbird is exemplified, specifically around the world and within the way that people treat one another. So like in Syria, they experience that similar racial or prejudice, discrimination because of religion and just differences of opinions. So that's kind of how Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird's theme stands the test of time. My favorite book that qualifies for literary merit is The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. I read this book during my sophomore year in Miss Holsizer's outside reading program, and immediately I fell in love with the book's imagery and character's journey, as if I could actually feel like I was traveling alongside the main character, Lily Owens. So this book does a good job of illustrating Lily's journey. So through the complex plot of Lily's journey as she travels to August's home in North Carolina, and it kind of does a good job of hinting at like the struggle and the hardship that Lily Rose experienced as she went to August's house. This is one of my favorite novels because of the novel's complex theme. In order to love others, you have to love and accept yourself. So Lily Owens could not forgive herself for her previous actions, and she was unable to fully develop relationships and develop friendships with other people because she couldn't fully love them, because she didn't love herself. Once she was able to love herself through August's help, she was able to open up and develop relationships with August and her sisters and Zachary. The Secret Life of Bees qualifies for literary merit because it portrays a in-depth storyline and a developed plot. So for instance, as Lily searches for this kind of symbol, a calling to her life, which is the Black Virgin Mary found on a honey jar, she undergoes many internal and external struggles with relationships and racism. In Secret Life of Bees, Sue Monk Kidd also reveals the ironic connection between August, the sweet lady that takes Lily in, and Lily's mother. So when Lily's mother was younger, August was her housekeeper, basically the woman who took care of her. And in similar regards, August takes care of Lily as she helps her overcome her sadness and her inability to love others. The Secret Life of Bees is a novel that has literary merit because its central theme stands the test of time. The novel's underlying message is that in order to love another and accept another, you have to truly love and accept yourself. So, as Lily undergoes this journey, August teaches her to love herself, and she is able to forgive herself for the burden that she's carrying. And then now she's able to accept and love who she truly is within her society. And that allows Lily to develop sincere relationships with Zachary and August. This is similar to our society today because individuals struggle to accept who they are. They desire to fit in, and they desire to be someone who they aren't. And so, in order for individuals in our society to truly accept others, they need to love themselves and accept who they are in order to help them get along with others or just treat others with respect.